Welcome back. On to sports matters. The 2025 Namibia Annual Sport Awards, celebrating the nation's top athletes and sporting achievements, is just a few days away. The event takes place on Saturday, the 22nd of November at the Trade Fair Centre's Queen's Hall in Ongwediva. Now joining us in studio to share more is Kotze and Shoki Kandjimi, the dynamic duo who will be presenting the awards on the main stage this year. Welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
It's Monday. I was about to say Friday.
Yeah, it feels like it.
We're almost there.
But it's a Monday. We're absolutely excited. The award ceremony is just around the corner. I'll start with you, CJ. How are you preparing yourself for this grand moment?
I think just like with any other production, it's just making sure that you understand what the job is on the night. It's making sure that you did some research. I mean, we've had an incredible year of sport, so there's so many sporting athletes and sporting moments that really stood out. So it's just a matter of preparing well, making sure you know the facts, bringing a joke or two. At least we've had some time together, so we know the personalities work well together. So yeah, I think it's just not being too much into your own head and just enjoying the moment.
Now, Mr. Kandjimi, Shoki, when you heard, and you were selected as one of the main presenters, how did you feel?
Well, it was an awkward call, I must say. I was so busy with work and I got this call and they were saying like, no, hi Shoki, how are you? I'd like you to be the presenter for the Sports Awards. I was like, huh? Are you serious? I was
prank
like,
call.
wow. Yes. One would think it's a prank call, but really it was a great feeling. It's always an honor, of course, to do what I love, which is speaking, and also just being there for that specific event that celebrates our sportsmen and women, which is quite a highlight for the year. You know, like CJ said, quite a lot has happened from the sports angle, and really it's an opportunity for us to be part of that celebration.
Now, CJ, you've worked with a number of athletes throughout your career. What makes this year different, particularly with the focus on the nominees?
I think it should be pretty scary this year as an athlete. I mean, in general, it's a big moment, especially if you've really outdone yourself throughout the year. But this year in particular, it's really tight. I know we say that every year, but I've never had the opportunity to sit there and be like, I really don't know who a favorite could be this year. Sportsman of the year, sportswoman of the year, teams of the year, they're all so closely knit. You can draw a thin line between the three of the categories. So I think really that's what makes it so special. Like we said, there were so many beautiful moments this year. And just to make sure that we honor the right people, I think that is what's important. And I'm so thankful that all of the nominees resonate exactly what's been happening this year.
Now, Shoki, definitely you do need to be neutral. You can't have favorites. But what story would you say inspired you from the sporting fraternity this year?
You know, just like CJ said, really the decision is quite tough this year because there's quite a lot of highlights. But for me, as a lover of football, I'll always bring out that moment when Peter Shalulile really beat that record in South Africa. Very big achievement for us as a country, a big achievement for him personally, that he really managed to reach that goal that many, and you know, there were at times people trying to ensure that he doesn't get that score, you know, he doesn't beat that score in the South African Premiership. But of course, he worked very hard. He was so determined. And I think it's worth celebrating such a great achievement that puts the Namibian flag high up.
Definitely that national pride moment.
Indeed.
Really shouting there,
Yes,
yeah. Now, CJ, definitely you're not new to live broadcasts and just being on the stage, but there are always unpredictable moments. How are you planning on navigating that, if you can even try to anticipate them?
I think, like I said, we spent some time together, and the personalities, I think there shouldn't be an awkward moment between the two of us. I think we resonate well. I think we bounce off each other's energy very well. And I'm just excited to have fun on stage with Shoki. I mean, it's we haven't met each other in our past, but crossing paths on this journey, it's really, I think, it's a friendship that can grow a long way. So I think just like any professional presenter on the day, it's just getting back to the basics and making sure you control the show, because ultimately the show must go on.
The show must always go on. Shoki, from your end, to somebody maybe that's at home thinking, will I watch? Should I watch? What would you say to them?
Well, definitely you should watch Kuda. It's going to be a big night.
That's directly to me now also.
Yeah. Hey. So I'm already telling Kuda, you and the viewers should definitely tune in really on NBC2 come Saturday evening, where we get to really celebrate the different achievements of our sportsmen and women. I mean, who does not want to hear who's the sportswoman of the year, sportsman of the year? Who doesn't want to hear who's the best sportswoman from a disability perspective? You know, you would see a lot has been done in the Paralympic area of our sports. So really, it's something that you need to make time, prepare your popcorns, your lekker drink, and just tune in and join the nation in celebrating our very own sportsmen and women.
As we wrap up in a few seconds, if I can put it that way, CJ, some last thoughts from you, and then we'll pass it on. We'll pass the mic to Shoki.
I think, like Shoki said, please join us, whether it be live in person, in the hall, or just make sure that you tune in. I mean, this is a moment to honor our sport heroes and stars, and there's so many things to look forward to. I mean, there's really standout fixtures. I mean, the diaspora category on its own, Kotze, Shalulile, Vera Loza. So it's a tight competition. So you need to tune in to make sure that you catch that action.
Indeed, indeed. This is the first time that the Sports Awards is going to up north. So it's an opportunity for all our citizens in all the 4O regions and perhaps Kunene, Kavango West. If you're able to make it, this is your opportunity to really join in person in Ongwediva or Shana region, of course, being the host. So just come join us and let's celebrate this big night. It just comes once in a year. So why would you miss it? So join us for the Namibia Annual Sports Awards. It's going to be a night of glitz and glamour, of course, as we celebrate.
Colleagues, thank you so much for your time and wishing you nothing but the best. Navigate those life moments, right?
Definitely. Thank you so much.